And we are back with KHTS Radio. This is KHTS News Director Jade Abishon coming to you live with a continuation of our special feature with the family of Michelle Dorsey, who was murdered last month here in Santa Clarita. I am joined today once again by Miss Jessica Jordan, as well as a representative from Congressman Mike Garcia's office, Charles Navarro. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
And City Council Member Jason Gibbs. How are you?
God, Jade, I'm doing fine. Thank you.
Good. Glad to hear it. So we just got to see the brand new vehicle donated to Jessica's family by Antelope Valley Chevrolet. What do you think of that?
I'm blown away. I'm in such shock right now that this is like actually happening. And I'm just so thankful that all of us are going to be able to travel places without having to separate into two separate cars. And this is like a big deal for our family.
Yeah, so your family has expanded exponentially due to Michelle's 3 children coming to live with you and your family and your own 3 children, correct?
Yes. Yep. So now we have 6 kids in total, 9 people in the house. So, yeah, we've grown a lot just in this last month and a half.
That's crazy. This has been a wild month or so for you guys. We've seen a major community coming together in terms of helping support, not only in terms of monetary support through the Santa Clarita Coalition, but we've also seen the community coming together. Jason, as one of our members of the City Council here in Santa Clarita, what's your take on the way the community has really come together to support Michelle's family?
Well, I think that just embodies what Santa Clarita is. You know, we spent a lot of time, and I've done it at the dais myself, where I spoke of Michelle and your family and the issues that we really have with the priorities that's being taken by our DA. But today wasn't about him. Today was about your family and those 3 children that need to heal, that need to move on, that need to find what their lives are going to be now. And that's exactly what Santa Clarita is about. The other battles will happen, but taking care of each other is the priorities that we have to put forward.
Absolutely. That was very well put. Now, as I mentioned previously, we're also accompanied by one of the district directors for Congressman Mike Garcia, who is our representative at the federal level. Charles, Mr. Navarro, however you want me to call you today.
Charles is fine, thanks.
Charles,
Mr.
all right.
Gibbs wasn't even an option.
No.
We'll keep it informal here.
All right.
Charles, what is the take on the situation from Garcia's office? Like, what is his thoughts on the situation here?
Well, we first got brought into the situation from our level, on the federal level of things, about a month ago, where I think through a chain of emails that were going to him, he brought me in the loop and said, Charles, we need to get working with this family, with Michelle's family, which ultimately got me in touch with Jessica. And part of which, him being the elected representative, the whole purpose of us being there is that when families do need the assistance, they need to be able to be responded to and get the assistance that they need. And so part of us and part of what our office did in turn was then get Jessica connected over with the Social Security office and trying to help get some of the paperwork and stuff processed. Now, given the nature of what we're dealing with and what the circumstance of the situation was, we ended up calling the local field office, and because of the situation, we asked not for them to be handled by just a normal everyday person, but rather if the branch manager could actually handle the call and call her directly, because already of the complications and just the stress that was impounding already from the circumstances of everything going on. So to make things as easy as possible, we asked for the branch manager to give her a call and then work through the process and the paperwork of everything else as well. And so what the congressman's perspective of it now, given the fact that we do our part, and seeing now the community come together and carrying their weight and doing their parts and what they can do to support this family moving forward in this brand new chapter of theirs. I mean, that's the community. That's Santa Clarita for you, and that's what it is that we try and strive to keep alive by doing our part, by the city doing their part, and by local dealerships also doing their part as best as they can to support each other.
Now, Jessica, was there anything in terms of the response from the community that surprised you surprised you, I feel like would be the best way to put it.
I feel like everything has surprised me thus far about the amount of support and that we are getting. Like, it's absolutely incredible. And I didn't even know that people would come together in such a way and so powerful until something like this has really impacted our family. And it makes me want to pay it forward also when I can or when we have the opportunity to do that, just because we live here, I've grown up here, and it's just amazing how this community has come together to help us out, and we really appreciate it.
Well, we definitely are trying to do our best for you over here. Now that you have your new vehicle, what's kind of next step for your family? The court case isn't done yet.
No.
He may have made a plea, but sentencing still is happening. You still get to make your victim impact statement next month. What's next?
We're in the process of trying to get the Carson, Logan, and Cameron adopted so that we can move forward with them and knowing that they're safe with us and that they can't be taken away from us and that they're loved and they're cared for. And so that's the next step and the process that we're in right now. And it's a lot. Like, there's a lot of things and steps to go through doing that, but that's like the next most important thing for our family.
Man, that is, it feels like every time I speak to you, there's a whole new level of paperwork, a whole new level of bureaucracy that the family members of a murder victim have to deal with. This is a very clear-cut case. For everyone listening who isn't aware, Michelle Dorsey was murdered last month by her estranged husband. He was found 17 hours later after a 4-hour standoff with law enforcement. The evidence is very clear. He made a plea of no contest.
Yes.
The fact that you guys are constantly having to deal with another piece of paperwork just to keep these children happy and healthy and loved is...
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It
Thank
really
you.
is. It's every day there's something new that comes up to our attention that we have to focus on or that we have to go do, or somebody's coming, over to check out the house to make sure that they're being taken well care of and that they're safe. It's an ongoing process, and I was just talking to my mom about this morning, how we haven't even had like one day to just kind of sit and process really what's happened. Mm-hmm. And so that part of it it's stressful because every day there's something new that has to be done. And there's so much red tape to get through that's like the hardest part.
Well, hopefully the continued community support will be able to help you get through that as much as possible. That is my sincere hope for you guys.
Yeah, and everybody's been super amazing. Thank you guys for everything that you've done. Mike Garcia's office, that office has been incredible.
Our pleasure.
Like, just getting in touch with Social Security for us and like going about that so quickly has meant like the world to us. It's so helpful. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Do you guys have anything else you'd like to add? Anything else you'd like to say to the community? Charles, do you have anything else about what Garcia's office can help with? If somebody's going through a similar issue about a sudden, unexpected death in the family, you guys are able to help with that, correct?
Yeah. So anytime, really, not even necessarily a sudden death, but anything that a family is going through in regards to a federal agency or a federal matter, period, they're more than welcome to reach out to our office at 568-4855. And we give the same level of care and assistance to anybody who reaches out to our office, no matter the situation or the circumstances. Granted, now, if there are certain matters, though, that need to be more expedited, then, of course, we have avenues of pushing that through. But we're here to serve the community and serve everybody no matter what happens. And we're happy to have taken this burden off of her shoulders as Jessica explained, everything else now that she has to face as well. So we're happy to have been able to do what we could for this situation.
All right. Thank you so much. Once again, this is Jade Abashan with KHTS News, and we're doing a series of special features on the family of Michelle Dorsey, who have just received a brand new, I believe, Chevy SUV?
Yeah, Suburban.
Chevy Suburban.
Yeah.
Brand new Chevy Suburban, thanks to the efforts of Antelope Valley Chevrolet, which is a family-owned dealership, actually, up in the Antelope Valley. So thank you very much to them. And I am here at this very moment with Jessica Jordan, the sister of Michelle Dorsey, as well as representative from Congressman Mike Garcia's office, Charles Navarro. Thank you very much for joining us, as well as City Council member Jason Gibbs, who has been here at KHTS quite a lot. Thank you guys very much for joining us, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. For everybody else who is listening, you can head on over to our website at hometownstation.com for more information on Michelle Dorsey or where you can donate to help support her children.